Welcome, guys. Another video, F1 this and that for you. And this time, some updates on the new F1 game. Welcome, guys. That's it. Another video, F1 this and that 2021 F1 the game. uh, I just mixed everything up. Anyway, doesn't matter. F1 F1 2021 the game. It's difficult.
This is going really well.
It's so let's just restart. So, welcome, guys. F1 this and that. We're going to talk about the new game F1 2021. Okay, it will be released on the 16th of July 2021.
Yes.
And Shaka,
Keep
please.
going, keep going.
No. It's yours. Go. Welcome.
Well,
Welcome.
thank you so much for having me, and welcome to you too, times three,
You
I
too.
think. Yeah, I think it was three times, no? Yes, perhaps. Well,
Maybe.
yes, anyways, we have some fresh news on the
Fresh
game.
news and
Yeah,
good ones.
good ones, yes.
Yes.
We are about to reveal them all, right?
Some, at least.
Because yeah, we will be spilling all the beans,
Hmm.
and basically, yeah, that's it. We are here today to talk about the new iteration for the F1 game, the
Yeah.
2021 version.
Hmm. And we have here showing the deluxe edition. And we have here 7 drivers.
Yeah,
Which ones? Tell me the names.
I have no idea. I've never seen those faces in the paddock ever. So
Never
those are
ever.
rookies, I would say, rookies.
Yeah, rookies.
Especially the pasta one, the pasta guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's talk about the yeah,
Iconic,
we have several.
legendary.
Yeah, legendary. I wouldn't call some of them like that, but yeah, we have
Perhaps
David.
not for the wrong or the right reasons, but in any case, yeah.
We'll see. David Coulthard, Jensen Button, Felipe Massa, Nico Rosberg, Ayrton Senna, Alem Host, and Michael Schumacher. These are the 7 drivers, and it will be on
By
the
the way, you need to say Felipe Massa with
Felipe.
the proper, British accent.
No, but he's Brazilian, so you have to say it as Portuguese Brazilian.
So,
Felipe Massa,
okay, cool. And what about Ayrton?
Ayrton Senna.
That's British. He's also Brazilian. Gotcha!
É o Ayrton Senna. Um, and that's it. Yes, it will be
Yeah,
available on the deluxe edition. Okay,
true.
and we will be able to have one of these in our team. Okay,
Yeah.
remember that we had on the F1 2020 last year's game that option for my team where you could hire one of the drivers
Yeah.
in the paddock and from F2 as well, Formula 2. But the next game, the
Yeah.
F1
This time
2021,
around.
we will have the option to choose one of these legendary drivers. Yes?
Yeah.
Is
And
that it?
yeah, that's perfectly. You've summarized it really well. I
Hmm.
have nothing further to add, except for. Do you think it will be possible? Well, no, because it's my team. You have to be in the team,
Yes.
and you can only hire one. But if you could just be a manager and actually choose two drivers and pit them together in the same team,
Yes.
that would be very interesting. Well, we already had
Which
the
ones would you
cross.
choose? If
It's
you
a
were the
tough call.
manager and you had to select 2 drivers out of these 7 legendary.
I would have to define things really well.
For me, it would be. Thank you for asking me, and for me,
But I haven't answered.
no, just because
Yeah, but
it's for you to have time to think.
All
Okay,
right,
so
don't need to
I'll
think.
give you
Okay, your view.
my view and the two drivers I would choose for my team. It would be Senna and Schumacher.
Of course, I would go for those as well.
Yeah, definitely, no doubt
Yeah,
about it.
that's why I was saying I would really need to have things well defined,
Hmm.
so that we wouldn't have like a Senna Prost issue or Hamilton Rosberg
Yeah,
issue and so on.
yeah, or Coulthard Schumacher issue.
Yeah, something like that.
But then, yeah, what we are going to do in this video is analyze because they have released the rating for each one of
Yeah.
these drivers. So I would suggest to start with the seven-time world champion, Michael
Hmm.
Schumacher. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's start with Schumacher. We have here um, the badge for Michael Schumacher. Okay, we all know who Michael Schumacher is. Okay, seven-time world champion. He had the record for most races.
Starts, wins. No, no, not starts,
Starts no,
but
but wins. Yes.
wins. Yeah,
Pole position as well before
yeah.
Hamilton. So he had all these records.
Podiums, presences.
Everything basically. And he was in Formula One from 91, I think, or 91, no, 92 until 2006. And then he stopped for a couple of years. And then he came back 2010
10.
to 2011, I think, not only 2 years, right?
Thousand. No, until 2012, and then in 13, Hamilton swapped.
Okay, so it was
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So, in terms of the experience, okay, we have a rating of 98, which is obviously very good. And because of all the years that he was in Formula
Hmm.
One, I believe it's something that it is.
Taken into consideration here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's okay. So 98. Racecraft, Shaka.
Sorry. Okay, so you're moving from experience to racecraft. Okay,
Yeah.
so Schumacher sits at 93, with Ayrton Senna being the highest scorer here with 97, 97.
But we're
Um,
going to Ayrton in a
oh,
moment. We're
sorry.
just
Okay,
looking
we're
at
just
Schumacher now.
checking Schumacher. Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, racecraft 93.
Hmm.
I would be quite, interested in seeing what were the individual key points for these evaluations,
Yeah.
because we only have the final scores.
Hmm.
So racecraft, yeah, it's a plain 93. And what else? For
Awareness
awareness,
92.
yeah, 92. Pace. Is this like
Pace.
race pace, qualifying pace,
I would say
practice
so.
pace? Okay, pace overall.
I think overall, yes.
Yeah,
96.
96. Yeah.
96 as pace. Yeah, even when he was in Ferrari, when he started with Ferrari in the beginning, 96, 97, the car was crap, and he was still able to do something about it. So he was, and then of course he developed the car in a way that it just
Yeah.
dominated Formula One for 5 years, basically from 2000 to 2004. So I think in terms of pace, yes, awareness. I believe it has to do with well, awareness regarding, I
How
don't
you
know.
position yourself in the
Yes,
track.
yes, the tactics.
Yeah.
In terms of, yes, race position. I don't know.
Antiques.
The position in the racetrack, I would say it's racecraft. No,
Yeah, could be.
think so.
Uh, could be.
Think so.
We should, just delve a little bit into, or in this case, Codemasters should have delved a little bit deeper in what these, I'm gonna call it what, features, characteristics, and how
Features, I would say.
they, yeah, and how do they actually compare with real life situations, because at the moment we don't have that information yet,
Yeah.
but I believe they will talk a little bit more about it when the game actually comes
Probably
out.
experience. I would say has to do with the time
Race
that
starts.
race starts. Yes, probably race starts. The time that they were
Yeah.
in Formula One,
Hmm.
etc. How many years they were driving around. So yeah, racecraft. I would say is number of victories probably,
Hmm.
and I don't know, probably the way that you've achieved those victories. Uh, I don't know, percentage of victories,
Hmm.
probably. Awareness,
Could be.
what's happening around you in the track,
So,
probably.
how many crashes you've had
Exactly.
or you've
Uh,
caused?
you cause with Schumacher is that it's the crashes that he caused. Pace, I believe it's race pace or qualifying. Um, Practice not so much because I don't think practice is that important. But yes, I would say qualifying and race pace. Yes. In
Yeah.
the end, we have salary. We have $13 million a year.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I think it is good. In the current
Hefty, hefty salary.
in the current game, the F1 2020, I know that, for instance, Daniel Ricciardo is valued at 14, I think, 14
Mm.
million or 13 million a year. Lando Norris is 12.5 million a year. So yeah, it's slightly different. We are comparing Michael Schumacher, 13 million, to Lando Norris, which is almost 13 million as well. So it's quite strange.
Well, let's say that we are comparing 13 million back in 2006
Probably,
against,
probably,
I mean, 20 years later.
probably, probably. Okay, this is Schumacher for you guys. Then
Hmm.
next we have Ayrton Senna. Okay,
Yeah,
in Ayrton Senna, in terms of experience, he has 79,
is the lowest scorer here.
but there is a reason for that, right?
Yeah, yeah. He finished his career a little bit prematurely,
Yes, it was only 10 years in Formula One from 84 to 94. Okay,
sadly.
we all know the story behind this. So yes, in terms of experience, 79, racecraft 97. Okay,
Hmm.
um, awareness 96, and pace
96,
94.
94.
Yeah, it's what do you think?
Well, good results, by the way. He only lacks in experience, obviously,
Of
because
course.
he wasn't able to,
Yeah.
produce a full career in Formula One and retire at an old age. But yeah, I think it's fair.
And is better than Schumacher. Only pace. I will just count down experience because, um well, because of
Well,
what we've
so
just
we are
discussed.
excluding experience
In
in
this
terms of.
case, only in this
Okay,
case,
okay,
because he was not able to continue his
yeah, yeah,
career.
yeah,
Okay, but comparing the other three,
yeah,
racecraft 93 to 97, Senna
hmm,
won. Awareness 92 to 96, Senna
yeah.
won, and pace 96 to 94. Here Schumacher wins. So
And if you come to think about it, I think for me it makes sense because Schumacher, he came through in an F1 era where your race pace was really important because you'd have to manage many things, not just the steering wheel and all those switches and and buttons and etc., but also saving tires, managing fuel. As well, Senna, he wasn't able to live in such an era, meaning that we cannot have like this direct
yeah,
comparison.
probably,
Um,
probably.
so yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, but it's different because Senna was driving against another world champions, right?
True.
Prost, Mansell, Piquet, Lauda,
Hmm.
well, you name it. Whilst Schumacher, as soon as well after Senna's death,
Hmm.
there was no world champion in the grid, if you remember. Um,
Well, you had Damon Hill
no,
and Jack. Gilmer.
Later on, yes,
Yeah.
yes. But when Senna died in '94, so '94 and '95, he was the only world champion there.
Yeah.
And then came Damon, and then came Villeneuve. But yeah,
And
that was it.
then
And then
Hakkinen
then was
later on.
Hakkinen, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Not many world champions. But yeah, overall salary 12 million, but the overall rating is the same, 94
Hmm.
for each one.
Yeah.
So yeah, and this would be my team. Yes, definitely,
Our
definitely.
two drivers.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, next one in line, we have Alem Host,
Alain,
right?
Alain
Alain,
Prost.
Alem Host.
Oui.
And in terms of experience, it's funny because he only has 85.
Hmm.
Racecraft 93, awareness 92, and pace 94. Um, it's kind of strange, to be honest.
Really? Why?
Yeah. Well, first of all, experience, it's 85. I don't remember how many, I cannot recall how many years he was in F1.
Hmm.
But I think it was in the 80s, right? Plus 91. And, uh, and then there was a year that he was off, and then 93.
Hmm.
So I would say also around what, 10
So
years probably.
Prost did 12 years in Formula One from 1980
There we go.
through to 91,
And then
and then
93.
came back in 93. So
So
it's
12
a,
years.
yeah, grand total of 12.
12 years, 85 experience. Senna, 10 years, 79. Yeah, it's only 2 years difference. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, in terms of racecraft, 93, he was called the teacher, right? The
Hmm.
professor, for a reason. But still, apparently, Senna was better.
Yeah. What a big surprise.
Yeah, that's why I
I'm
was
not
saying.
shocked. Not shocked at all.
Awareness, 92. Um, Again, the same as Schumacher,
Yeah.
right? In terms of pace, 94, the same as Senna,
Yeah.
11
Again,
million.
I mean Senna and Prost, they kind of quit more or less at the same time.
Yeah,
Different reasons, of course, but
yeah,
and I think Schumacher has that advantage in terms of pace of the era that he raced or
and,
mainly
yeah,
raced in.
and also because he dominated the early 2000s,
Yeah.
so he had that advantage. Let's
And
put it
up
that way.
until then, it was unprecedented with such a high domination.
Yeah,
It was something never seen before. So yeah.
yeah, because look, Senna never had this the same opportunity. Let's put it that way as Schumacher. For
Hmm.
instance, because Senna, yes, he was 3 times world champion, but he had to win the championship against Prost in the same team,
Hmm.
right? Or Prost in Ferrari, a very strong Ferrari, in the 1990, and then against Nigel Mansell in the uprising Williams, right?
Yeah.
So he had he had won against these opponents, right?
Hmm.
Opponents, and
Opponent.
opponents,
Opponent.
and Schumacher. No, Schumacher. Schumacher from 2000 to 2004. He had no one else. It was
Hmm.
just him against the car.
Yeah.
You know?
How's your left arm, by the way? Is it going okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Just checking.
Why is that? Left arm.
Yeah.
What
Keep going.
happened?
Keep going. I'm just messing with you.
Okay. Next
So
one in line. We have
the taxi driver, left arm. You need to raise your arm. It's called the taxi driver. Hi.
okay, I was not going to button right now,
Oh,
but
sorry.
but we can go to button just
No, no, no,
to
no,
be
no,
different.
no. That's fine.
But
That's fine.
button it is. So Jensen Button, you won in the world championship in 2009 with
Yeah.
Braun. Brown Mercedes. Overall rating is 90, experience 98, and well, we can all understand that because he was in Formula One forever,
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
Racecraft 94, awareness 95, and pace 85. I think it makes sense.
True that. So I was counting, he was in Formula One for 18 seasons.
18, yeah, I started in early
2000s?
2000s, yeah,
Yeah.
with Williams, was it? Or Benetton?
Williams. He started, he went
No,
from
Benetton.
Williams to Benetton, Renault,
Okay,
Bar,
yeah,
Honda,
yeah,
Braun, and then McLaren.
exactly. So yeah, 18, 18 years. You won the championship on in 2009. So yes, in terms of experience, it's justified. Pace, as you were saying, taxi driver. It says it all. Okay, just making. Just wanted to cross the finish line, right?
Yeah.
That's what we would say.
Well, we need to be fair to Button. When push comes to shove, he was there to capitalize,
No, that's
and
true.
he was a good driver,
I
and he was
remember,
there.
yeah, I remember one race from several, obviously, but
The
one race
Canadian one.
exactly.
Yeah.
It was a huge mess, and in the end, he won the race
The
because he
guy,
crashed against Hamilton, the same
well,
team,
Hamilton
and
crashed against him
or
and hit him
that,
against
yeah,
the wall.
yeah, it was
He had no
crazy.
damage, neither to the tires nor the suspension.
Hmm.
He managed to capitalize on, I believe, was it two safety cars?
Yeah, yeah,
Then he managed to put himself in second,
yeah.
chasing Vettel.
Vettel, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then on
The
the
last lap,
last lap,
yeah,
Vettel just went off
yeah,
ever so slightly, but enough for Button to
exactly,
overtake him.
exactly.
Yeah, epic.
Um,
That was epic.
True. So he was there to capitalize, and
Yeah,
that's what matters in the end. Okay. Overall rating is 90. So I would say it's fair. Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I think it's more to do with the experience that he has
True,
had
true.
in this case. Okay. Next one, yes, we're going to talk about Nico Rosberg, another world champion against Lewis Hamilton.
Hmm.
But again, it was just no, no. I was going to say it was just him against the car, but no, he had a huge, huge fight
Yeah,
with
he took
Hamilton.
the
So
fight to Hamilton's door.
exactly. So
And I mean, most people know how Nico won that championship,
mhm.
and it was not just on track, but it had to be also playing a couple of games outside of the track in order to beat Lewis. But in any case, it worked. So
No, he won fair and square. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I'm not saying that it was unfair. I'm saying that it was fair. But
No, you were
between
saying that.
teammates,
mm,
well, there's always a psychological game between
No, but
teammates,
mind games and that's it. I agree with that. But what you were
and
saying
he
was
won.
it was something else, I believe.
No, no, no,
Uh,
no, 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 no. It was just this because it's the truth. I
No,
speak truth.
mind games, I totally get it. Okay, and I think all these drivers, except probably Button,
Yeah,
he was not able to do that. But yeah, Schumacher
Button
did it.
confessed to do mind games with only one other driver,
Who?
and it's a driver that he really gets along really well, gets along with very well, and
Who?
that's Alonso. When they were I mean they had nothing to fight for
That's
apart
true.
from the the last spots
Last
on
place,
the
yeah.
grid. So yeah, but yeah, as you were saying, Jensen was perhaps the most lean driver of them
Yeah,
all.
probably. Yes. But Nico Rosberg, yes, he took the fight to Hamilton and he won the championship against the almighty Hamilton with the Mercedes. So, yes, it was a good one. And that changed, I believe, that changed the policy within the Mercedes team.
Yeah,
They didn't want two drivers fighting for the championship
what
from that moment on.
yeah, that was one rooster too many,
Yeah,
and they just didn't want to cope with that. So
exactly, exactly.
In an,
Yeah,
so sorry,
tell
very
me.
quickly, just saying, talking about Nico, in an interview and talking about mind games, he was talking about the time that he was pitted with Michael in the same team,
Hmm.
and how Michael treated him. Michael was ruthless. He was what we would say in Portuguese. Um,
Okay,
okay,
don't say it.
I'm not gonna say a bad
So
word, but
so
yeah,
he had the best teacher of them all.
yeah, he had. But the good thing is that he learned like the bad habits or the bad examples, which he never uh, put them in place, and that's a big plus. But Nico had it rough with Michael in the same team because he was just the kiddo,
Yeah,
and Michael used to do all sorts of pranks and
yeah,
you know,
true.
stuff that it's not pleasant at all.
Yeah, but anyway, he was world champion. Okay,
Yeah.
in his own right. So in the end, is a legendary driver, just like his
Hmm.
father. He is probably his father better than him in different era, of course.
Yeah.
But yes, he was able to do it in I would say in a classy way. Yeah, and then he went off, so yeah, he became a legend. let's let's
Yeah.
let's call it that. Rating overall rating is 89, experience 86, racecraft 89 as well, awareness 91, pace 88. I think it's fair. He's, how can we put this? He's a good driver, but
Hmm.
not an outstanding driver. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see your point, and
For instance, Schumacher, yes, he did some amazing races, okay,
yeah,
and you could pull something out of his hat, okay, at
yeah,
some point of the race. I remember in Hungary, for instance, an example that it was time for him to recover some time before the pit stop, and Michael just did I don't know how many laps, just pushing, 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 and he won
yeah,
the race like that in style. So that was just an example.
yeah.
Ayrton Senna. I don't think there
Goes
are
without saying.
exactly. It was just magic all over the place. Okay, Alan Prost, in his own way, yes,
Yeah,
he did some great stuff. He was called the professor for a reason. Okay, because he would think about, okay, I don't if I don't need to win, if I just need to come third, then that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so he was very methodic, just doing
yeah.
what would be enough for his race.
Saving tires, saving engines,
Exactly.
saving whatever he could, because
Exactly.
if it's not needed, then I won't overdo it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
Um, and those are the three, okay? The three that shine brighter than the other ones, right?
yeah,
In this case, Nico Rosberg, yes, he won the world championship in 2016, but yeah,
yeah.
it was just that.
Yeah, I mean,
Jensen Button, the same
overall
thing.
he was a good driver.
He
He would
was, he
take
was.
the fight to Hamilton's door.
Yeah,
Even in the previous years, he was there. He was always
yeah,
constantly there,
yeah,
chasing Lewis. He was giving him no quarter.
exactly.
But th- there was something lacking. That there was that methodical bit, perhaps.
Yeah, he's a
Um,
good driver, and I think that's it.
yeah, but he was also a driver that would make mistakes.
Definitely under pressure. Yeah,
That would, yeah, and especially under pressure.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Except from for the last race,
The which one?
the
The
last
Abu Dhabi
race.
one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, especially that one. Yes, that he was
Well,
under
he had
pressure.
nothing to lose, and he had,
No, he
you
had
know,
everything to lose. That's the thing.
or that, yeah. Either you go for it or you don't. And if
But
he wouldn't,
that move on Max Verstappen was amazing. I still remember. He came third from the pit stop,
yeah.
and he just did like an overtake that I was like, oh my god. And Nico, did you do that? I cannot believe.
Why don't you
Uh,
do that all the time? Come on.
exactly, but it was really good. That race,
Yeah, yeah.
it was amazing. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was it. Jensen
That's
Button,
Nico. Okay.
that's Nico. Jensen Button again, the same. Won the championship. He had the best car for half the season. As
Hmm.
soon as the car just lost the advantage that they had, um, he was just basically making hands meet, right? So
Yeah.
not much. But Jensen Button, as you said, just like a taxi driver. Just okay,
Yeah,
let me just get to the finish line with no problems, and that's it. Okay, let me do my job.
a little bit.
Then we have now we start with the strange options, right? David Coulthard.
Hmm.
Um, First question: why is he here?
Well, what can I
I
say?
think they chose the. I think they chose these guys based on the number of victories in Formula One that are not currently racing. That's the only thing that comes to my
So they
mind.
completely neglected Mansell,
I don't know.
Lauda.
I don't know if they have the rights to over their
Well,
names. I don't
okay,
know.
perhaps they would have to pay them a little
Probably,
bit more.
probably,
These were the cheaper ones.
almost for sure, almost for sure. Because David
Yeah,
Coulthard he didn't win a championship. He won several races, yes.
yeah.
Um,
Hakkinen also is missing
Hakkinen, yeah,
here.
yeah, double world champion. I don't know.
Yeah,
In terms of David Coulthard, we have experience 91,
yeah.
racecraft 91 as well, awareness 86, pace 86.
Sorry. Before you
Yeah,
go on, just talking about drivers that could be here. I mean, we have Alonso instead of
but Alonso
Button.
is still in the in Formula One, still driving.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
Yeah, he's not.
Is he?
Well, yeah, he's there.
He
He's
tried. He
there. He's
tried. He's
there at
there. Yeah.
least.
His name's there.
Yeah. So yeah, David Coulthard. Well, he's here. I don't know. Just making number. I don't know. To be honest.
Well, Coulthard, we gotta give him 96. I think. I think it was 96
Wow.
in Spa-Francorchamps.
It was in 96 or 97. Yeah,
Yeah, one of those.
97 probably. I don't know.
And also Italy. Do you remember Italy when he brake tested the Schumacher?
No.
That Schumi, he was furious. He was fumigating, or
Fum-
whatever the word
I
is.
think it was just fuming, but that's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
um, no, I don't remember
Uh,
Italy.
it
I
was
remember
Italy
Spa.
that he was coming out. He was doing Curva Grande,
Uh huh.
and he was supposed to let Schumi by.
Hmm.
Uh, it was something, and he just as he braked, the well, Schumi was right behind him
Hmm.
and just kind of launched this car.
Hmm.
Let me check. I'll As you go talking about Coulthard, I will
Because
be fact checking.
I remember in Spa raining that Schumi was behind him, and then all of a sudden Schumi lost the front right wheel. Uh, and then yes, he went on the Coulthard's pit just to try to punch him or something like that. But that was in Spa. Um,
Yeah, that was Spa. I was talking about
Italy, I
Italy,
don't
but it was
remember.
Spa.
No, I don't remember. But anyway, David Coulter, why is he here? I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah,
We have to read and
it was 98.
98. Okay,
Yeah,
McLaren already. Yeah.
yeah.
What Italy?
No, Spa.
Spa. Yeah, Spa. No, it was
Spa.
in the
It was
McLaren.
98.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Italy, I don't know. But overall rating.
No, that was the only one. That was the only one issue with them.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember watching that race live, to be honest, and I was really happy because Schumi was not winning. Um, anyway, 87 overall rating for David Coulthard, and then comes uh, Felipe Massa. Okay, why is he here as well? Why? Because he has 500 zillion GPs.
Yeah.
Because he's really nice in the paddock. Why? Why is he here? Because
Again,
he's cheap.
something like that. Yes.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, Felipe Massa experienced 94, racecraft 88, awareness 86, and pace 85. He was Schumacher's wingman for several years. Okay, him and Barrichello as well. Um, they were just able to win some races. He was on the verge of winning a world championship. Remember,
Hmm. Yeah.
in Brazil actually. Okay, he won the race and just for like a corner he was world champion up until the moment that Hamilton just
How many seconds?
I don't know, like 10 seconds, for
10?
instance.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was just a matter of just waiting for Hamilton to. I think it was he overtook
Yarden
Jarno
Trulli.
Trulli, yeah, in the Toyota,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that was it. So it was a shame for all the Brazilian fans. But
Yeah.
yeah, well, tough luck. Yeah. But yeah, Massa is there. Overall rating 86. Okay, that's good for him.
Or perhaps the spring got him there.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just too strange the reason why he's there. But anyway, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, he's one of the good guys in the paddock, and I mean everyone in F1
Loves
loves
him. Yeah.
the guy
Yeah.
because he's actually a good guy.
Yeah.
Despite his driving abilities, kind of went down the slope since was it
After the spring.
2000? Yeah, that was 2009, right?
That was
2009, and then he
2009
came back in
probably.
2010.
Yeah.
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 So I mean, he lost something there for sure, and he was never the same again, basically.
No.
And he was a very promising driver, good skills, and but yeah,
Oh well.
that's life.
Life
Um,
is life. Na, 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 na.
so my question to you is, because we've been talking about drivers that should be here, that shouldn't be here, etc., and all that. I mean, it's not a question of should, but what or which drivers would you like to see here? And that's my question for you. Which
Um,
drivers would you like to see
I
here?
would like to see Mansell. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see probably Lauda,
Mm-hmm.
Fangio.
Yeah. I was thinking about those drivers from
But that's
from
completely different, man.
yeah,
It's a
exactly.
different era and it's nothing to do with this Formula One nowadays. No, well, not even.
Sterling Moss, and all
Yeah,
that.
but I think Fangio is more like a 5 times world champion. You know, it's slightly different, and because all the stories I've heard about Fangio
Yeah,
makes me think that okay, he was one of a kind. You know,
he was. He
um,
was. He was on a league of his own. I
I
mean,
think
there's
so. I think so.
the cars are different or were different, and etc.
But he won with Ferrari. He won
Damn.
with Mercedes, I think. So he won with several teams,
Yeah,
not only with one. Um, so yeah,
he was a speed
I
demon.
think so. So yeah, I would say Fangio.
Hmm.
I would say probably
But French, I would like to see him with top scores in all the features,
probably
scoring 100 at all of them,
yeah.
on all of
No,
them.
100. I don't know, but
99
because
then, okay.
they would have to look at the stats and check how many races led and the wins, etc., etc.
Well, experience would be the one that I would say,
He was
okay, yeah.
40. He was driving with 40 years old, or yeah. But it would be Fangio, probably Lauda, probably Mansell. Um, I think those would be the ones that I would add to the legendary
Mhm.
drivers. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Looking at this table here that we have now, and now we have in terms of green as the best one, right? Best score.
Yeah, yeah,
Red, not so good. Okay.
being the
Yeah.
lowest, yeah.
So yeah, we can see in terms of experience, we have Schumacher and Jensen Button as the top scorers,
Hmm.
and Senna as the bad one. Okay. No, no, they're not so good.
The bottom feeder,
They're not so good. Yes. In terms of awareness, um, top scorer is Senna.
yeah. Senna takes
I would love
the
to. I would
winner
love to see. I would
takes
love
it
to
all.
see the why they. What does it mean? Awareness, racecraft, pace,
Yeah.
etc. We need to check that and then do another video to explain that.
I think we will only have, well, unless Codemasters actually decides to, in those dev diaries that they do, they decide to speak a little bit more about this, unless either they do this or we'll just have to wait for the game to come out and then we'll have, full beans on this.
Yeah.
Um, Today is the 1st of June. So, by the way, sending hugs to all the children in the
In
world.
general, yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Before we go to the children, racecraft 97 for Senna. So Senna is a top scorer in three out of the five
Yeah.
skills.
Three, no, two.
Three?
Well, if you are including overall, I was excluding overall.
No, let's include everything.
Okay, so yeah, three.
Three. So awareness top scorer.
Three. He does share the stage in the overall with Shumi,
Yeah,
but yeah, he tops three of them.
exactly.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's it.
yeah, yeah.
It's interesting to see this. Yes.
Very much, very
Massa is
much.
the worst of them all, right? With four
Yeah,
reds.
yeah,
Then David Coulthard, obviously. Um, it makes sense, to be honest. It makes
yeah,
sense. I think it makes sense. Yeah, it's interesting to see, but that's something that I would also uh, say. It's Senna and Schumacher uh, in a league of their own.
yeah,
Prost very close, and then
yeah.
with like way far away, Jensen
Hmm.
Button, Nico Rosberg, and
Yeah.
going down there.
I mean, talking about those who actually matter the most, which is the top three, I would like to see them, as probably most fans do, I would like to see them pit against each other on equal terms. And
Well,
yeah,
we
we
saw
would,
that with two of them.
yeah, we did.
Actually, with
And with Prost and Senna,
in
yeah.
Schumacher and Senna as well.
Equal machinery?
Not equal machinery, but for instance, in
Mm,
'93 you had Schumacher in the Benetton, and the Benetton was better than the McLaren, but still Senna came on top. And in '94, the first three races or two races and a
hmm.
half, Senna was better in qualifying, but Schumi was better during the
Yeah.
race. Well, actually, in the second race there was no
Nah.
no way to prove that, but yeah,
To be honest, I think it would if Williams. Sorry, you were talking about 94, right?
'94, yes.
94. If Williams was to keep developing the car, perhaps Senna could have a chance because that
No,
Benetton
no,
was really strong.
no. Shaka, I have to tell you that.
Williams wasn't
No, no,
developing
no,
the
no,
car
no. Senna would have won that championship in '94 easily.
because of Coulthard.
Coulter by Coulthard. No, you would
Why?
have won the championship. Why? Because Demony lost the championship by 1 point. So if Demony lost the championship by 1 point,
One point.
Senna would have won like for like 500 zillion points. Okay,
Yeah.
because Senna
Um,
greater than Hill.
yes,
Graham Hill,
by
Graham Hill, another one that I would love to
yeah,
see here as well.
true. So Senna better than Coulthard by 7 points.
No man,
That's what the overall
by a lot,
says.
man, by a lot. No, but on track you'd see that to be a huge difference.
Yeah,
Definitely.
day and night,
Yes.
day and night difference.
Yes.
Yeah, could be, but I mean, Senna, he was very unhappy with the car, with everything in that car.
We'll do a video, okay, about something related to Senna. And I think it will be a very
Hmm.
cool video. Keep in touch, okay, guys? But
Yeah,
we'll talk about it later. All right?
true.
Now, regarding this feature for the game, Shaka, anything
Hmm.
else you like to say, mention,
No,
or say, or
just a
whatever?
quick, no, just a quick recap, perhaps. Which today we're talking about these seven legendary, iconic F1 drivers, which found their way into the next iteration of the F1 2021 game,
Uh-huh.
which is this year's version. And they are not, well, they are playable drivers, but they are also drivers that you can select and you can choose or invite them or hire them onto your team, and you can pair with them to race and go on
True.
to win the championship,
Yes.
if ever,
Yes.
ever.
Yes, I think it will be great to be able to be a teammate of. I was going to say any of these drivers, but no, teammate of Prost, Schumacher, or Senna. Yes,
Yeah.
the others, yeah, respect, but come on, you have the other three there. Like
I'm
who
just
wants to
daydreaming with
wants to be a teammate of Felipe Massa when you have, for instance, another Brazilian dude there like Senna.
unless you cannot afford Senna.
I was thinking about that, but if oh yeah, oh man, yeah, that's true.
We'll do it like 1991, where we just come on, Senna. We play you from individually each race.
In
And
1993,
was it 93 or
yes, no,
91?
91 he was world
93.
champion. Yeah, 93, yes.
Okay.
He wasn't happy at McLaren, but yes, probably that will be the case. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways,
Do you know?
this is a cool feature for the next year, for this year.
It's going to be great to see if they are okay. We are not able to hire them, okay,
Hmm.
but they are in the fight of for the championship. They are there
Will they
racing.
be in the paddock racing
That's what
with
I would
in another team?
that's what I would love to see. You know?
Okay, that's a good question actually for Codemasters for
Yeah,
Cody.
write it there and then just send the question. Ask them the question when you
Yeah.
speak to them
Okay.
again. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, it would be
You
cool
know,
to just to check right with the overall rating
gonna
that.
send them an email,
Yeah, just send them an email.
dropping them a
Yeah.
line. That's it. There you go.
Cool. Shaka.
Done. Sent. Um. Yeah. I guess that's it. We can wrap this one up.
And
Call it a day.
yeah, enjoy. Okay, guys.
As always, stay focused. Keep it
Oh,
real.
the hugs you were saying.
The hugs.
Yes.
Yeah. Because today is the first of June, and it's supposed to be like worldwide Children's Day, but apparently it ain't because in Brazil it's just in October. I just found that out today. My wife actually told me
Is
that.
it? Don't know.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna send a hug for her as well because I just love her so much.
Okay, that's good. Now, so yeah, um,
And a kiss, a hug and a kiss.
for all the children in the world, have a great day. 1st of
Okay,
June. Cool?
cool. Stay true.
Shocker, you're the man. Thank you.
Ta-da.
See ya.
Bye bye, champ.
Thank you.